final here at DNA.EXE. Lights versus Lucas. Well, Lights versus WebbJP.
Sure.
Again, what did I tell you about those guys being interchangeable? Either way, one thing is for sure, Koopa. Winner goes on, loser gets out.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to hold you up to your ransom. I will be I'll say it right now. I'll commentate some of the Nintendo Circuit this Sunday. We heard it here first, folks. So.
Oh, thank you.
Chris is pogging in his seat right now, I'm sure. So drop your coupons in chat.
Dude, I pogged in my seat. What are you talking about? That's nuts.
That emote's so good, man. I love it so much. Anyway, here we go. Like you said, WebbJP versus Lights here. Right now, WebbJP.
I'll be right back.
Yep, off to a quick start. For the most part, ZSS, can tend to be a bit of a slow starter. But let's see how it'll all shake out here in the end. Nice use of the PSI flash, and wow, not sure what happened there for Lights. Looks like you jumped a little too low, ran out of resources. WebbJP gonna give himself an early stock lead here. So now Lucas has the liberty to play the game that he's really good at. Kind of fade back with these long-lasting aerials, using things like Rope Snake and PK Fire to control that horizontal mid-range. But Lights not going to say quit just yet. DSS at the ledge. Again, I think one of the best characters at ledge trapping you. So just trying to find an avenue in right now. Is Lights with a steady diet of of Nair and and Zaire. All right. What's the ledge trap going to be? Trying to get the kill with the Plasma Whip. Coming up just a little bit short right here. Just trying to find the proper button. The back there will be the equalizer, though. So, not too much percent on that second stock that Lights take. So, definitely still doable for him. Again, taking that slower approach, definitely aids in, sometimes in those situations. So, you're going to see a lot of the same for WebbJP. That low fear to the ground is so good, man. That's one of the best fixes the ZSS got in this game. Ooh, missing the grab. Only going to take a Zaire for his pains, though. Both players jockeying for space right now. Ooh, the reversative up air could have set up into something nasty for Light, but WebbJP able to escape. For the back throw, maybe trying to catch some rough DI to catch him with the Plasma Whip. Goes for the forward throw. DSS able to get back to the ledge. Ooh, trying to catch him with the F tilt maybe, but good get up attack from Light. Now we're at essentially an even game, only a bit of percent separating the two. But now Lights has himself a lead here. But the jump fair will be enough, the sweet spot fair. So WebbJP does have himself the lead here, but sitting at 136. So anything solid from ZSS, near any semblance of the ledge will probably result in a stock. Ooh, missing the grab. A nice combo right there from WebbJP. Still refusing to say die. Trying to get as much extra credit on this stock as he can. Ooh, that jumping up air, it's shown to be really effective as a whiff punish on these grabs. I'm telling you, man, that hitbox is ridiculous, but the flip jump, will get untechable right there. So, Light's able to get himself on a last stock scenario, but almost at 90%. Definitely gonna have to play this one pretty close to the vest right now. Let's see if WebbJP is gonna give him that opportunity. Yeah, right now he's been playing pretty solid. Getting nice little exchange right there. He's been doing a great job calling out these jumps, from Lights. Again, ZS is having such a high natural jump, and it makes it a little hard to pinpoint where she's going to be exactly, but WebbJP's done a really, really good job capitalizing on that. Ooh, and that'll be all she wrote. Get a great little exchange right there with the fast fall there into the F tilt. And that's going to be game 1 going to Lucas. And yeah, excellent stuff right there as Stu makes it back just in time for the second act.
Sorry, it was an emergency. My cat was picking up Rob. So we're going to this game number 2. It was kind of interesting to see, again, the fact that WebbJP, we were talking about how well the Lucas would negotiate the movement options of Samus and really how emphasized the punish game would be, not just on stage, as we know WebbJP, like, always a premier counterpuncher online with this Lucas, but also just how effectively they could negate the movement options coming back to the stage. Seems like it's doing pretty well thus far, all things considered, or at least good enough to go up 1-0 on the set as we go to this game number 2. So Koopa, takeaways for game number 1, perhaps predictions to game number 2, depending on the stage, I suppose. Yep, right back to stadium.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing that I took away from that is that WebbJP was capitalizing a lot on whiff punish, whiff grab attempts. He got some really good damage early, and he's also really good at calling out the jumps from Zero Suit Samus, which I think is obviously a huge part of the matchup. This character, like I was just saying, has a very high natural jump, so it makes it kind of hard to pinpoint her position exactly because you have to time it so right. But WebbJP's are doing a really good job just throwing out hitboxes to catch that.
I mean, yeah, it's doing a good job throwing them out and really doing a halfway decent job of connecting with them as well. But yeah, Lights realizing that they have to utilize that Zair or even that Plasma Whip to try to outrange the options that WebbJP presents in neutral. I mean, it's going to be a ranged neutral that you're going to have to play. You're not going to be able to rush down quite as easily. However, the PK freeze going to threaten, if not deal out the exact sort of results that WebbJP wants. That paralyzer shot down smash into the boost kick. I almost fell back into my old habits, but no, rocket kick belongs to one individual and one individual alone. So it's boost kick for Lights.
Future.
Yeah, it is reserved. It is on an indefinite hiatus for now, I think. I'm going to talk about insufferable on and off relationships. Let's talk about Jutes and ZSS. But either way, we're going to continue on with this game number 2 with Lights drawing first blood, and convincingly so.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see the again that long con game that ZSS has been known for. She's very, very good at playing the defensive game, having great tools to camp with.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so whatever. But
yeah, that's a great quote from Michael Scott, who was quoting Michael Jordan for sure. Too.
Wayne Gretzky. Oh, you went all the way up there for the boost kick. It's okay. I mix up my cast members from Pro Stars too. Don't worry about it. So, you ain't thought about that in forever. I know.
Nah, my brain is
oh, really? Really Lights? Really Lights?
Yo,
turning them out on WebbJP, and that is how you answer the call. A 3-stock victory, not messing around off stage and making sure that any mistaken movement just off of the stage is punished with a capital P.
That was disgusting. Do you know how big of a pair of trucker nuts you have to have to willingly do that? That's absolutely insane. That's so cool.
I honestly hate that you said truck nuts, but my God, that's remarkable. The fact that I do kind of love that John Oliver went all the way to Russia to give Edward Snowden a pair of truck nuts.
Oh.
It is
so good, man.
I mean, John Oliver is himself a genius.
Protect him at all costs. He's the comedic genius.
I love that man, despite him being a Liverpool fan. So we're going to continue on. Game number 3. Again on Stadium. And JP, this is the sort of thing that maybe it makes you wonder if your character pick was all that wise, but I don't know. Lights doesn't seem to mind it thus far.
No, not so bad, and especially after a complete domineering of that last game. Let's see if
that was a mauling, dude. I mean, we can't stress that enough. That was straight up Lights running the hell away from it. And now, if you're WebbJP, Koopa, what's going through your mind as you're sitting here? A minute's gone by. You've only tacked on 29%. It's a very methodically paced game number 3. You want to be making a statement right now, but you know that you kind of can't afford to be taking those risks. What's going through your head as a competitor in this situation?
I think you're probably thinking like, oh my God, that really just happened to me. But you kind of have to just put it behind you and, take it one game at a time. Again, ZSS is a great character when fully optimized. So you just kind of have to take your lumps every now and then. And Lights has been doing a great job, especially taking advantage of WebbJP when he is sitting in shield.
And maybe that's a little bit of a check. You don't want to be jumping in all willy-nilly on me. I can throw out that nair, and I have no problems maximizing my damage off of it, even if I do get punished just a little bit at the end with a wrong landing. Yes, almost a bet to Lights that their counterpunching game is not nearly as strong. And when you're WebbJP, I guess that sort of cockiness is earned, or confidence perhaps, but this is WebbJP not garnering the stage control that they wanted. Again, one of the big advantages that Lights has in the toolkit and the taunt to go along with it.
Yeah, no, excellent stuff right there with the Plasma Whip, but WebbJP able to even things up nicely. So now we're back at a 2-stock 0% game, looking all Smash Forward too.
Yeah, so it is. I mean, yeah, the ZSS in versus Lucas in a matchup that can only be described as banned in MDVA, I suppose. So it's so yeah, we forgot about that, didn't we? And again, I think we kind of forgot that regions as a whole exist, so we're gonna just continue on. And there, and gonna get carried on. They're just kind of trading aerials for minimal damage at this point. And again, a much slower paced game number 3. It's a nice little adjustment by Lights, because remember, a lot of that was by design to minimize damage on their part, but then WebbJP started getting in, and Lights kind of respecting the fact that they have to push the advantage, and that's one way to do it. When you find Lucas sitting at ledge, not able to grab, you have to punish it with the flip kick.
Yeah, man. Again, you have to take those moments when you get them, especially with one of the best moves in their arsenal. So let's see if WebbJP can get himself back in the thick of things, or he's going to find himself down going into game 4.
Yeah, never the position that you want to be in, especially against someone who is as well practiced as Lights is. So they're going to get in and try to garner yet even more of that advantage that they have built up. 44 percentage points worth, in fact, before Webb can decide to take the stock, or is able to. Just as I say that, you mistime your jump, you threw out the button, and WebbJP is there to take advantage of it, cruising all the way across the stage, throwing the leg out, and garnering the kill, and smacking her around with the snake as well. That is trying to break their morale, it seems like, Koopa.
Yeah, it's going to have to go a little bit farther before it's fully broken. This stock's looking a little bit close right now. Right now, it is Lights that got out to a slight lead, so.
Yeah, we are going to continue on here. And just like that, 1 stock apiece, still far closer than it was looking in the last game. Much slower, but I don't even know if that's benefiting WebbJP as much, because it was kind of the game plan of Lights at the very beginning, but I don't know, just not able to confirm this last stock just yet. Oh, maybe that was the opportunity there, but Lights not sensing it in time.
Yeah, you see Lights. This could be
burial. That's the kick. There you go.
Remember when they nerfed that? Because me neither.
I'm not convinced, man. I'm not.
I forget that also happened this year. So much has happened this year that I completely forgot about like stuff like that. It's that time of the night, everyone. Type your response message in chat.
Oh, response message, of course.
It's truly my favorite part of the stream. It's so funny.
I love that.
I don't know why it does this, but I'm okay with that. It does. I don't understand. I think it's supposed to be the thing that tells you where to watch the VODs, which I'll just do manually, I guess. This is what's supposed to be showing up, but hey.
Gotcha.
It's okay.
Yeah, but the response message is like grained into the lore of the channel now.
It's a lot better than this thing that I just did.
Is that Gons in chat?
It is.
Is that my very good friend?
He's always lurking.
I can say that because I can call him Gons because we're cool like that. So.
Right. But you all can know him as YouTube Man. So.
Yeah, of course. Subscribe to my YouTube, man.
Of course. So now, JP missing with that attack and was about to be made to pay for it, but is going to be let off the hook relatively easy. And now they're throwing out a lot of buttons, not a whole lot being done, however, in this first part of the match. Whether or not that remains to be the case is going to be left to WebbJP and certainly Lights, who wants to push as much of the assertion that they are the superior player as they possibly can, especially with the fourth straight game on Stadium against one of the more well-practiced Lucases in WebbJP.
Yeah, no, this is do or die for WebbJP right now. He's got to win this game if he wants to keep his bragging hopes alive. But, Lights one game away from a rematch in Grand Finals against Angel. And right now, he's, doing what he needs to do, man. He's keeping his distance. Wow, comboing the there into the flip kick.
Yeah, and this incredible loser side run of WebbJP could very well be coming to an end at the hands of Lights. The last game that they lost was against Beast. We saw that on stream against the Ridley, if you recall correctly. But since then, they have rattled off, incredibly enough, just a series of wins. I believe it was 6 straight before falling to Lights. So, yeah, pretty impressive stuff, and may not be done yet, but right now at the numerical disadvantage. But it's not how you start the game, Koopa. It's how you end it.
Yes, sir.
Just playing for the time. Looks like they're just playing for the timeout with 5 minutes to go. I'm not really sure what to make of this.
Yeah, it's just rough, man. Like when you have the lead and you can just kind of sit on it like ZSS can very well. There's only really so much you can do about it, but
so much for that.
Yeah. So what's it called? Playing with your food right there. It felt like. So.
Don't go for the grab there, kid. Come on now. So yeah, you're just gonna get these little jabs and gonna get that little bit of a poke damage. And now it's WebbJP who's going to be keeping their distance, but you know what happens when you have distance? Flip kick happens.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So excellent stuff right there from Lights able to get himself back on the board here, but a nice little exchange from WebbJP right there.
Yeah. And now the kick's going to come out from Lights, and that's how you garner that quick little numeric advantage. It's going to be a dogfight in the air, just whose aerials are going to be deemed more successful. And yeah, don't get me wrong. If you're ZSS, and like Lucas had some good ones, but ZSS ain't no slouch in that department either. And that seems to be the difference right now, at least in terms of the strict scoreboard measures.
Yes, sir. Yep.
There, going to catch him at ledge. And WebbJP needs to get himself back into this set. What is going to be the main thing that carries them to a Game 4 victory? Because Lights is looking as strong as ever right now, and certainly you're getting caught in the on the flat ground. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, it's just rough, man. When ZSS opts to kind of put the brakes on things and and play back like that. There's only so much you can do. But running in with the up smash, that move is obviously one of ZSS's more underrated kill moves, I feel like. So now Lights finds himself up right now. One stock to go for a rematch in Grands against Angels too.
Yeah, the Robin of Angel awaiting, and now we are going to have WebbJP fighting for their tournament life. You're going to have to take 2 successive stocks just to stay alive, and even though you had that damage built up quite a bit, flip kick going to get him back on the stage. WebbJP a little slow to react, but then again, you don't know what you're reacting to all that well. Going to get the grab, and the up throw is going to secure the kill. Only 2 minutes to make up this difference. And if you're Lights, you are in no rush whatsoever. You're letting WebbJP approach you unless you get those burials like that, which certainly is not going to hurt your case.
Oh, wow. He just healed so much damage from those 2 paralyzers.
That's funny.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Lights learning and backing off from the ledge. WebbJP is going to take that in kind, and now going to resort to pressing these buttons, and rather successfully so. Lights is in very real danger of dropping this if they are not careful, Koopa.
Yeah, again, WebbJP just trying to find his way in with these quick hitboxes that Lucas has, especially on on whiff grabs and stuff like that. But nice read on the air dodge with the back air. Now going to get the setup camp back at the ledge again. Again, a steady diet of plasma whip and there. Just trying to. Oh, but this could be it. No,
not quite yet. However, that little pickup, not going to pick up the neutral on the ledge. WebbJP trying to throw out that tilt, trying to catch an ill-advised approach, perhaps on from Lights' behalf, but it's going to be these PK fires, these pokes from distance. That's always been the bread and butter of Lucas. You have to get this kill now. You are down within the last 30 seconds of the match, and Lights has no reason to approach whatsoever.
No.
You almost have to count on a mistake from Lights if you're going to get this done.
Yeah, he's up pretty big right now, so all he really has to do is just kind of sit on the lead and not get hit by anything super crazy. So it looks like the timeout is an inevitability here. As you see, Lights is completely putting the brakes on things.
Whoa.
The ugly stick almost being the equalizer there. Only 32% separating the 2 right here. And yeah, this looks like it's about it.
Yeah, no reason to approach, no reason to fight. Lights is going to move on by a score of 3-1, and WebbJP put up a fight, but that's going to be it for the Lucas main. And Lights, well, sometimes you just got to do the job done, and that is a well-earned shot at revenge against Angel and Grants.
Yeah, man. Listen, I feel like you and I are definitely accustomed to going for the long games. We both enjoy baseball, so we've been enjoying sports that take forever, for most of our adult lives. Dude.
Yeah, and it's one of those things you learn how to appreciate the strategy of gameplay. It's a lot of things that were happening on the screen, at least in terms of actions, but sometimes the play builds up a little bit slower than you may expect, and that's just what is to be suspected. I didn't mean to call the timeout 5 minutes before it happened, but I suppose I did.
Yeah, there's definitely Stu Stradamus coming through. But yeah, hey, listen, man. Good stuff there for Lights. Again, playing the long game's a lot harder than you think, man. It takes a lot of mental determination to eventually flip the switch where you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go for the timeout, and there's nothing you can do about it. It takes so much mental discipline to be able to do that. So, a win's a win, baby. As we're gonna get into.
I mean, we live in a region with Sinji, so we're kind of used to it, but at the same time, it's one of those deals that you either come to begrudgingly appreciate and respect it, or you just flat out hate it. It's one of those things. Even so, it may not be begrudgingly. It's just one of those things that the goal is to win, and that is one way to win. So, it is what it is. It's like the Catenaccio of Smash, where you're not playing specifically to score more goals. You're trying to play to concede fewer. Well, it's the same thing. You're trying to concede less damage at the end of the day than you are trying to put out more damage. It's a matter of how you approach the game, and it's proven to be just as legitimate. And Lights' place in Grands is proof of such. So if you